We're going to start posting each podcast episode that you see on YouTube a week earlier on Patreon. So feel free to join for early access to all episodes. Plus, we're going to start doing bonus podcast episodes every week. So if you want to join Patreon, it's patreon.com/Koncrete videos. Next week's episode is already posted there, so feel free to go check it out. Hello, world. Today's guest is Shapel Lacey. Shapel is a hilarious comedian based in Los Angeles. You can check him out on his podcast called It's Managed, and he's also on the Fighter and the Kid podcast with Brendan Schaub. Without further ado, please welcome Shapel Lacey. Boom. Yo, Shapel Lacey, thanks for coming down here to Florida and
thanks for having me.
Joining our show, man. This is super cool to have you on here.
Yeah. Oh, this is great. I like your setup.
So for people out there who aren't familiar, just tell me a little bit about your background and how you got into stand-up and everything you do.
Stand-up, I got in because it was basically a dare. Someone dared me.
A dare?
Yeah. I used to drink real heavy. 7 years off of that shit.
How old are you, by the way?
33.
33, okay.
Yeah.
We're the same age.
Oh, hell yeah. You do not look 33.
I know. 1987, baby.
January?
July.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Close enough.
Yeah. Someone dared. I was in college. I was cheering at University of Louisville out in Kentucky. And, my friends used to play these acoustic, sets at bars.
Yeah.
And we used to go see them all the time. Every Monday night we go see them. And one night they were playing, and they called me up on stage, and they just wanted me to fucking say something. So only thing I knew was just to say something funny. It wasn't even my intention, but it was just well, I can't come up here and just talk, when it was fucking, give a speech or something. So I just told a funny story, and, people were dying. And then someone was like, man, you should get into stand-up. And I was like, I don't fucking know anything about stand-up. The only stand-up I really knew at the time was Eddie Murphy Raw, Dave Chappelle's Killing Him Softly, and Kings of Comedy. Those are the only ones I fucking strongly knew. Yeah. But I didn't think that was something anyone could do. I didn't think it was anyone could just fucking be a stand-up comedian. I thought there was a lot more to it.
Your whole life or
I thought it was something especially knowing because Dave Chappelle started when he was 15, so did Eddie Murphy. So I just thought that was that's that's something you gotta get into early on. And and I used to be this, drunk where I was the say I won't drunk. You know what I mean? That was the guy I was.
Just waiting to get there.
Yeah. Say I won't do it. And someone was someone was you should try comedy. I was like, I don't know anything about it. They're like, you won't do it. I was like, say I won't. And then literally, found an open mic. But before I did that, before I even found the open mic, actually, to backtrack, I've studied it for 2 months straight, just to understand it. When I was what the fuck's going on? I don't know anything about it. So I would just watch comedy, everybody, from, big names to random clips on YouTube. I just watch it just to see what the fuck I was getting myself into.
Right.
And when I tried it, I was blown away. I was like, oh shit, fuck school.
I can maybe do this.
Yeah, I was like, I enjoyed that, and I was like, and what I did, that was the most studying I've done for something. I studied harder for that than I did with school.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, why would I do that? To myself. Why would I try to be somewhere where I just don't give a fuck? Yeah, I just don't care to be around it.
Yeah.
And that was in 2010, and then once I did that, man, that's when I was like, oh, okay, let's roll with it.
When you were trying to learn it, was there a point in time where you had sort of an epiphany to like, did you like ever reach a certain point where like, oh, I get it now? Like,
you know what? Actually, I stopped for 2 years after my brother passed away. He passed away in 2013, and I want to say in 2000, like all of 2014, 2015, I didn't really do it, and in 2016, when I got back up, because the friends were just like, they're like, hey, you going up tonight, you know, and you know, before they had said that, there was a lot of people asking me to do shows, and I kept, you know, just turning people down. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then when they were like, oh, you're going up, I was like, oh shit, you know, I guess I don't really have a choice. And you know, that was the first time, like, you know, I said like real shit, you know what I mean, and people fucked with it and like laughs, because you know, prior to that,
what do you mean like real shit?
Like the stuff I was writing before, you know, was just goofy stuff and trying to like, I was really trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I was like pushing, like it was like so forced, you know, say this stupid thing.
Yeah.
Say that stupid thing because it's stupid, you know, but like I didn't have no connection to it.
Right.
You know, whereas like when I got back up, you know, there's a connection to this shit. It was real. It was real to me.
Some feeling in it.
There was some feeling. There was a lot more meaning behind it.
Yeah.
And I felt better about being on stage because of it. You know, I think, you know, before I had quit, you know, had stopped, I think I was just riding off this dare.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that someone, you know, I was riding off that dare of like, yeah, someone dared me to do this. But then, you know, getting back on, that's when it like fucking, yeah, I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is what I should be doing. You know?
That's cool.
And then it just fucking, you know, I just worked my ass off. This is back home in Arizona. You know,
okay. You're originally from Arizona?
Yeah, because
okay.
I moved back home after I started comedy in Louisville. I was like,
I just left college and
fuck yeah,
said fuck it.
fuck yeah,
Hell yeah.
and I do not regret that.
Yeah,
That's awesome,
of course.
man.
You know, fuck college. Well,
super
not
cool.
for everybody. You know,
Yeah.
love college if you love college, but fuck
Yeah.
college for people like me.
Yeah. For most people.
Yeah.
Most people fuck college. Unless you're going to be a doctor or unless you have to get a degree.
That's
for
what I'm saying.
something.
I'm like, unless you like got a fucking, I mean, I know so many people with great jobs that fucking do not have a college degree.
Right.
They're as far as high
Oh, yeah,
school.
for sure.
Yeah.
You just start working for a company or whatever that does what you want to do, and you just start at the bottom and work your way up. That's the best way to learn.
Oh yeah, one of my friends, I think he's doing like 150 grand a year, something like that, a year. Just fucking high school diploma.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, working for like a, you know, something with fucking accounting. I don't know, but he just like understood though.
Yeah.
You know, just you know, worked his way up like literally
Yeah.
from the bottom and just understood the fucking business. So it's like, yeah, this person's fucking good.
Yeah, it ain't for everybody. You don't gotta go to college.
Yeah, you can find your way.
Yeah.
You can find your fucking way.
Absolutely.
And he ain't got no fucking student loans to pay off
Yeah.
or anything like that. He don't owe Sally Mae, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, so that gymnastics shit that you do, I watched some videos on your Instagram.
Oh.
And you like to see a dude your size just do a standing still backflip is pretty fucking mind blowing.
Yeah, it is.
That shit is wild, bro. How did you get so good at that?
I've been doing that since I was like 5.
Really?
Well, not the cheerleading,
But just flips.
So is
just
it?
flips, yeah.
So it's actual cheerleading.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Competitive cheerleading.
Competitive
Yeah.
cheerleading.
So I started cheerleading when I was like 15, but yeah, like prior to that, I just loved martial art films, man.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'd see that shit, and I'd see them doing all the flips, and I was like, oh, I could fucking do that.
Yeah, right. What little kid doesn't want to be able to do a
Yeah, I was like, I
backflip?
think I could fucking do this. You know.
Yeah.
And then yeah, straight up, I just like fucking started trying it outside, and then you know, I just got better and better at it, and then you know, I had a crush on this girl. That's how it all starts.
Mm-hmm. Every good movie.
Yeah, every good movie. You know, it was a crush on a girl. You know, I was outside of her house with a fucking boom box. Holding you know, so funny. I've never even seen that movie. I just know that scene. I just know that one part.
What is that? The Notebook?
No, it's
No,
a fucking.
That's another one.
It's an old movie.
I forget the name of it.
Yeah,
Classic,
I don't know.
Classic though.
Yeah, it's like a classic movie. But
So, yeah, what made you want to get into that, into competitive cheerleading?
well, I didn't want to get into it.
Oh, you were just chasing the chick.
Yeah,
So she was in there.
mm-hmm. Yeah, she was, and she saw me do the flips and shit, so she asked me to join, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's go."
There's this dude
Hell
on
yeah.
TikTok. I forget. I don't remember what his name is, but he's got like probably like an 8-year-old daughter.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen him?
Mhm.
And they'll do it standing in their living room, and like
Yeah.
she'll be standing on his hand, and he'll like
Yeah.
flip her up. She's like 10 flips, lands
Yeah.
back on his hand.
Yeah, I've seen
That shit is wild.
It was wild, man.
You have to like eat shit, I'm sure, a lot of times practicing that
You
shit.
know what? I don't think I ate shit that crazy.
Really?
Yeah. You know,
Like, how do you get to that point?
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, how do you...
I've eaten shit, but like not, you know.
Not real
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, because there's so much like with progressions,
Yeah.
and like you learn how to fall. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, because you start to have a body awareness. The people that eat shit have no fucking body awareness.
They don't know how to fall good.
They don't know how to
shouldn't be
fall. They
doing
don't know what
that
the
in
fuck
the
they're
first
doing.
You
Yeah,
gotta know how to fall.
you know, yeah. Sometimes it's out of your control.
Yeah.
You know, where you know, it's like, oh, I can't do shit about this. Let's just fall.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, a lot of times, you know, it's fucking. I don't know. There's progressions to it.
Right.
You know,
kinda
like
know your limit.
yeah, you know your limit, and you know like what you're capable of, and like, you know, there's so many drills that progress you to like the next skill. So you never, you know, out of your comfort zone with it because you know you've done these steps, and so it's like, oh, now I'm able to fully do it. You know, that's how it is. You know.
Yeah. No, it just seems it seems hard to like wrap my mind around how you like incrementally progress to that level.
Yeah.
To where you're doing like
it's
10 flips
yeah.
on someone's hand.
You know.
I mean, I get it. Like skateboarding, you can jump into a foam pit. You know what I mean? You can
Yeah.
launch a huge ramp, practice something into a
Yeah,
foam
yeah.
pit, but to be able to do something like literally standing on somebody's hand with nothing below you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they practice above mats and shit for a long time.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
you
sure.
practice. Yeah, you practice on that shit a lot before you take it to the video. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I just worked my ass off. You know, I was the same way with skateboarding. You
Yeah.
know, I loved skateboarding, and all I did was just, you know, I don't know. It wasn't even like I wanted to work my ass off. It's just I just liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's
That's
like
how we
if,
were too.
yeah, if I do something that I really like, man,
You do it every day, all day.
oh man, I lock into it.
Yeah.
And it's because it's just like it's like fun to me. Like, you know, thinking about like hard work. Yeah, I work hard just naturally, you know. But I think, you know, I mean, yeah, you look at some guys like, you know, like you look at a Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, or, you know, you look at these guys that are just like these freak of athletes, but you know, their work ethic
Yeah.
is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
You know, like it's like, yeah, they could still suck. They have the fucking ability to suck, but
They're dialed.
you know,
into
I
the
know
next
they're,
level.
you know, those guys have like a little bit of help. You know what I mean? Like, you know, with natural physiques, but yeah, at the same time, they could still suck at it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They could still like they're still capable.
Yeah,
of
their
that.
mind has to be 100% full
Yeah,
throttle.
it's like, okay, I got this gift, right? What do I do with it? You know what I mean? Like, just fucking let it be a gift, or take the gift above and beyond.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Are you an NBA fan?
Once I quit cheer, I started watching basketball.
Okay. So you watched this year's finals.
I actually didn't see this year's finals
Okay.
because I don't my fucking TV. They want me to pay
Really?
extra for this. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
I'm doing
it apparently had like the lowest viewership of all time.
yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, it is pretty weird. I mean, there's a lot to play in account, man. I mean, who
There's
knows
the
where
bubble
people?
The bubble, the virus, who knows? But
Yeah.
I mean, I was fucking locked into it just like I was every
Yeah,
year.
I know it is weird, man. Like it's just a weird time for everybody.
Yeah,
like
the
no
whole
one
world
knows.
is weird.
The whole world is weird, man. Like no one fucking knows the correct answer, but everyone acts like they fucking do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's the funny thing about a lot of shit. It's just watching people literally.
Act like they got the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, do you fucking know? Do you fucking
Yeah.
really know?
Right. Nobody has.
You know,
They give
like
real
you-
vague answers
Yeah.
and shit about everything.
Dude, it boggles my fucking
Answer
mind.
the question at all.
Yeah, I'm like, some like shit that like some of my friends like say to me, I go, how did you come up with that?
Yeah.
Like, I fucking know you.
Yeah.
I know what you do daily.
Right now you're a doctor, a scientist, and shit.
What did you watch?
Dude, yeah. It's literally the weirdest shit. Well, they're saying this. They're saying this. No one fucking knows.
Yeah,
No
nobody.
one fucking has the accurate answer.
Uh-uh.
You know? Because everywhere is fucking different. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like, I mean, like, that's one thing. Like, I'm just such a geek of learning, right? You know, I don't walk around like I would hate to walk around acting like I know.
Right, spitting. That's not the truth. Facts
Exactly.
Or something, you know.
You know what I mean?
It
Like
looks so dumb.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. I don't like walking around like I fucking like. Oh, I know this.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I
It's a
don't
fact.
fucking know. I don't fucking know. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you always
Like,
got to assume that the person you're talking to knows something you don't, right?
yeah, exactly. And I learned that from I'm a big Henry Rollins geek, you know. And
I don't know who Henry Rollins is.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Who is he?
Henry Rollins, yeah, he was in bands, movies, kind of
He's,
comedian
Really?
guy.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
in Black Flag.
That's why I
Black
do
Flag,
this.
yeah.
I get
No,
to
no,
learn
you're
stuff.
good. No, that's awesome. No, you're good. You're good. You're just the first person I've ever heard say that. He does a lot of spoken word. He's
Okay.
like a human rights activist now.
Okay.
He was in bands but like he's one of those dudes. He wants to be tuned in. He wants to learn.
Okay.
He wants to educate himself. Like he doesn't walk around like he knows
Right.
everything. He just wants to learn. And those are the people like that I look up to and appreciate because, you know, he doesn't talk like he's capped off. He talks as if he's like wanting to know more.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people like I fuck with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've gotten rid of all my friends. But,
Yo, for real,
you know,
man.
But yeah, like I mean,
How annoying is it when you get in a room with somebody and they're just like preaching to you, just like telling you how it is about everything?
oh dude,
That's
I'm
the
like,
worst.
yeah, I'm like, well,
It's just like this fucking guy.
yeah,
You
no,
know?
it's the most annoying shit. That's like, if there's one thing that really bugs me, it's that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I go, how am I supposed to trust you?
Right.
Like,
You
I
can't
mean,
argue with people like that
yeah,
either.
I think about a lot. I mean, everything's fucking, wild in this world, right?
Yeah.
You know, yeah, naturally, it's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
You know, there's so much difference in the world. But what I think, a lot of us don't realize. I travel a lot, and I go, a lot of us are the fucking same, more than
Yeah.
we actually think. It's
Yeah.
but like people want to explain more of something else than themselves. That's the thing that fucking, like boggles my mind. People want to tell you about this or tell you about another person or tell you how you are, but couldn't even explain themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wildest shit to me. Like, that's the shit I think about on the regular. I read a lot of fucking stoicism books.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I just not books. Like, well, I fucks with stoicism a lot.
Yeah.
It's just intriguing. I think, I've just seen the best result from it. By following it, because it's a lot of it is like being in tune with who you are, and like what I've come to realize with jumping into that world is that like I don't necessarily go after people or like anyone else, or I don't make things about anyone else but myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like one of the biggest situations, I grew up with an abusive stepfather, and I'm one of those rare cases where, I don't have like any ill will towards him, or I don't want to like go after him. You know what I mean? I don't want to go,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
this guy fucking wronged me for 17 years, let me, now I need, justice from this.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want that. I decided to, I had to go through years of anger management also, which was another big help. And, there was so much like realization that, there were so many things that were said that didn't really click with me until like later years, because my last anger management class was, I think it was 22, last time.
When you were
And-
22. When you were 22.
Yeah, when I was 22.
Okay.
So, there's just they just said a lot of intriguing things. One of the biggest things that that was said to me, but I didn't catch it till later, was when my anger management teacher, we were talking. I was like, yeah, I don't have any confidence because of my because of the way my stepdad treated me. And he was like, what? He goes, it has nothing to do with him. He goes, it's your confidence. He goes, are you around him now? Or is he here right now? I was like, no. He's like, it's your confidence. Yeah. And I didn't really get that at first, because I was just so young and wild. And then, years later, it clicked with me. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, so I don't need to make anything about him anymore.
Right.
I was like, I
control
can,
it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, I don't have to make anything about him. Why do I need to like have this energy of like hate, towards him? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought even deeper. I was like, there were things that happened to him when he was younger. He was doing what he knew.
Mm-hmm.
That was all he knew. He was just in that environment.
Right.
So I had to put all that into consideration to forgive this person and forgive him with love. Because there's a difference. I think there's a difference of forgiving someone with, just saying, oh, I forgive you.
Right.
That's easy to say and walking away. But
Yeah.
to forgive a person with love means like, damn, that person that is forgiving with love is pretty in control of who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have this like,
When you hold, I feel like when you hold a grudge towards someone like that, like when you have some stuff that goes on in your early life like that, like abuse from like a step parent or something like that.
Yeah.
And you get older, it's easy to use them as an excuse for shit,
Yeah.
or like hold like that angst or hatred towards them.
100%.
But you're the one that suffers, not them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you feel like that and you think like that, you're making yourself suffer.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And once you can let go of that,
Yeah.
then there's no more suffering. You're completely clear of it, and you
Uh-huh.
have no hard feelings or whatever. You almost want to thank them for making you turn out the way you did.
Oh, dude, 100%. Like if he was here right now, I'd shake his hand.
Right.
Just because I mean, with all that I've learned, and I'm so happy that, I've had these, certain people that I look up to and admire to help me find things for myself. You know what I mean? Just finding that, like, in the result I've seen from it has been like wonderful for me. Like I walk through life a lot smoother now. Most people, like when I tell people I went through, anger management, most people they don't even fucking believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, that's how hard I've worked. You know what I mean? That's what I like, or just I've learned so much. I've taken in so much because like, and I see these people every day, and I get it, sometimes, within reason, I see these people wanting to go after people online, a person does something, like one of the weirdest things that I saw was, you guys know the actress Vanessa Hudgens?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she posted a picture of her at a cemetery and it said my happy place, right? And someone got offended that she said that because she was at a cemetery. They're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this."
Yeah.
And it's like I was like, you needed to do that. You needed to go to her fucking
Page and say
and say that. Like, how are you okay?
that. Right.
That's like my first thought to people like that. Are you okay? Who hurt you?
Yeah. What do you have going on?
Yeah, what do you have going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's a
It's like they don't understand
yeah,
themselves. They have
yeah,
to
like
externalize it.
you're making your her picture is not about you.
Right. It had nothing to do with you.
Has nothing to do with you. But people do that. People make these other things about them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the most terrifying thing to people is to look within.
Yeah.
People are scared to do that. It's
Yeah.
fucking scary.
Mm-hmm.
But once you do it, you fucking.
You come out better.
With
you can
anger
sail.
management, did you ever do any writing? Like, was
I
writing a
journal
process of
every
that?
day.
You journal every day.
Yeah.
Now, when you Explain to me like your process with journaling versus like writing for comedy. Is there a difference between the two, or is there an overlap?
Not even really. It's not even a difference. I mean, the journal goes on stage pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. You know, because that's where I make it so honest and so clear to where I can understand it. And when I have a clear view of it, what I say on stage, like, it's just like, you know, I know what to say with it and know how to make it funny because I understand it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing with it. Like, I tell jokes about my abusive childhood, you know, because and it's a tough joke because obviously when people hear the word abuse, they get uncomfortable, you know. And I literally had to like bomb that joke a lot.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, I really had to figure out a way, you know. And one of the things that I had to learn, I was like, don't say this out of spite because the crowd will get uncomfortable. Because they could feel that. They'll know that you're not okay. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, don't say this out of spite. How do I say this out of like, I'm having fun with it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I lead it up, you know, to that. I get them prepared for it. You know what I mean? But in funny ways. And then I just fucking drop it on them. Yeah. And then they appreciate it because I made them comfortable with it. You know what I mean? I let them know where I'm at. But I let them know where I'm at in such a funny way. In such a cool way, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was all from, like, journaling about it constantly. Just constantly writing about, you know, what that, you know, childhood was like and where I'm at now. You know, and when I do that and let them know where I'm at now and how I am mentally, it sets them up like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we can ride with this.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, I mean, just doing that and what it's done for me has made me realize so much. You know what I mean? I think a lot about like
about yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything, you know, gosh, and it's you know, it's hard to say. You know, not even hard, not hard to say. It just doesn't. It's just not something that clicks with people very easy. It's not an easy thing to just sit there and tell someone like, "Hey, I know that person wronged you, but don't make it about them. Make it about you. Take control." But I mean, that's hard to get someone to understand that. It's very hard, you know. So I get it sometimes, you know. Like, I mean, you know, I was lashing out at everybody, but with violence, you know, I always wanted to fight. You know, because that's all I knew. All I knew was violence. That's all I saw in my house. So when I would go outside, what was I doing? I wanted, you know, violence. So, you know, yeah, I do get it. A lot of people are doing what they know, but a lot of people need to realize, you know, most of the time what someone else is doing has nothing to do with you. I don't take that abuse personal. I don't take it personal at all. Why? You know?
Yeah.
He was doing what he knew. He thinks he, you know, was a great dad. Of course. That's not crazy. You want to know why it's not crazy? Because his dad left him. He didn't know his father. You know what I mean? So he was there in my life.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there.
That's a big difference.
It's a big difference.
From not being there, yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, why would I think it's crazy when he would say that he thinks he was he tried his best? He's right. He tried his best, and that was what he gave. You know what I mean? You know, and I still see him from time to time. You know, it was been like I haven't seen him in like 4 years. You know, but I have a brother with special needs, so my mom and him still have to see each other, like take him, you know, to doctor's appointments or, you know, whatever they need to do to help him out. And, you know, a lot of times, there's not much conversation there. And on my end, I'm okay. I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to you, you know. But I think, you know, I don't know as to why. It's not like I don't want to talk to you. It's more of like, I don't know what to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which is fine. I get it. There's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I think the cooler story would be, to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Why not? Fuck it. Who cares?
Right.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
If it goes bad, okay, I'm cool with me. I love what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun with life. So
It's amazing how much writing and journaling, like about yourself, or just like recalling past experiences and stuff, organizing how, doing that helps you like organize your thoughts and helps you like better articulate what you've experienced or what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Or helps you communicate it to people. And it just like, it's such a benefit to people to be able to do that. Like, especially if you have things like, if you have problems with anger or if, violence or whatever it may be, being able to express that and actually like organize it out of your mind and articulate it onto paper and talk about it.
Yeah.
I feel like, man, that's such a huge benefit.
I mean, and it's so hard. I get it. It's fucking hard. Look how long it fucking took me.
Right. Right.
It's tough,
Did the process or the discipline that you've started of journaling, did that come from the anger management or did that come from the comedy?
So when my brother passed, I started journaling a lot.
Right.
But then I stopped.
Okay.
I just ripped out all the pages and threw it away because I couldn't really look at it.
Yeah.
And then once I moved to LA in 2018, that's when I started really doing it. That's when I really started fucking just journaling because I was like, I was like, I don't know this city. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Everyone, claims to know how LA is.
Yeah.
But a lot of times I'm like, you've never lived there. I've never lived there. You never lived there. You're going off as a visitor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when I moved there, that's when I really got back into it because, you got a lot of, how many people are trying to be comedians?
I can imagine, especially in LA, right?
You know how many people are trying to be actors? You know how many people are trying to be something out there?
Right,
so fucking much. People want to make it.
Mm-hmm.
People want to fucking make it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was one of those, I just was like, man, fuck it. Why don't I just go out, and work and just like, why don't I just go, okay. I just simplified it and got rid of all the fucking pressures of trying to make it. Because that's a big fucking, especially in that world. Because if you don't make it, because it's not guaranteed.
You're just setting yourself up for failure.
Oh, yeah. You're going to set yourself up for, you're going to go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to fucking do that.
It's like a rat race out there.
Oh, my God.
Everyone trying to become famous.
Everyone's trying to become famous.
Yeah.
And people don't know how to be their most authentic self.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, everyone's doing that. I'm one of those dudes that like, there's this fucking cesspool of shit going on.
Yeah.
I go, let me. I look around I'm like, nah, I don't want to go over there.
Right.
Let me do it like this.
Right.
Like I said, it was one of those things like, I'm not going to fucking act, because people go there acting like they know.
Right.
Because if they act like they know, then they think that people were like, oh, yeah, this guy knows what's up. This girl knows what's
They're
up.
trying to act like somebody they're really not even yet.
Exactly. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I don't know shit. All right?
Yeah.
I don't know shit. Fuck it.
My biggest thing with those people is just like, what if you just run into somebody who actually does know, who has an experience, or who can like open doors for you?
Oh, yeah.
You show up and you acting like you're trying to preach to them. They're never going to fucking talk to you
No,
again. They're going to look at you like you're a joker.
Yeah. I go, I don't fucking, whatever.
So how did you initially get your foot in the door to like the comedy scene? I mean, you're pretty like well entrenched with like all the big comics in LA right now. How did you enter that world? Or how did you get your big break, if you will?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like the best way to explain it. I just started doing me.
Okay.
And
Just
I was
going out and doing like open mics.
Yep, just going out doing it. then people thought I was funny. They would ask me to be on shows, and it just kept building from there.
When you say
Because
shows, you mean just like open mic shows?
so like not the open mic shows, so like open mics to like actual booked shows.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like yeah. And the thing was like, I learned this from like Dave Grohl. You know,
Foo Fighters guy.
yeah. He was like, if you're loud enough, people will fucking hear it. And he goes, like when he drummed for Nirvana,
Yeah.
he was just like, if you're loud enough, people will fucking hear it. You know, and I thought about that. I was like, yeah, if you're loud enough, people will hear it. So if you're good enough, people will fucking hear it.
Right. They're gonna come.
Yeah, they're gonna come.
Yeah.
They're gonna come. I promise you. And you know, a lot of times you see people like, man, like, I can't believe I'm not getting this. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting. You know, it's like, well, you keep fucking saying that.
They focus on the numbers. Or like,
yeah, and it's like, dude, fuck it. Don't use that as a fucking excuse.
yeah.
I hate that shit so fucking
Yeah,
much.
dude, it's so
People
bad.
want to make an excuse as to why they're not getting something. Just fucking do you. Just exist. Exist loudly.
I can't start my podcast yet because I don't have enough subscribers yet.
Yeah.
I can't start it until I have 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I you know, oh, this place doesn't, you know, book me because of this, or you know, weird shit like that. And
Some
it's like,
story.
yeah, and it's like, man, if you, you know, just realize you suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's not what you think it
Yeah,
is.
it's like, hey, I don't, you know,
Oh God.
no, it's not the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think about that shit all the time. I think about a lot of shit, you know,
Yeah.
just fucking very, you know, introspective. Is that the word I'm looking
Introspective.
for? Yeah, and yeah, I just do so much of looking within that, you know, and it's so funny because I'm on
That's good. I feel like the smartest people do that.
I appreciate that. Damn, that's a compliment.
Well, I mean, they do. I mean, the smartest people I've met, they are like that, and they spend a lot of time writing and journaling. That's why I'm always curious about like asking about like process, like how people build the discipline to like, or the habit of always writing and journaling, and like if you have a thought, just like writing it down and working it out.
Yeah,
and like working it out so you can talk about it or speak it clearly or speak it to an audience.
Yeah, you know, people think I'm crazy because I don't watch the news or anything like that.
People think you're crazy because of that?
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of people probably think that.
Yeah, like they're like, how do you not know this? I don't fucking watch. I don't watch things I don't like.
Right.
I don't pay attention to shit I don't like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. Like, yeah, like why? I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like it's like weird. Like
you have to be up to date on all the facts.
yeah, I'm like, okay, what? Yeah, because a lot of times when I really think about it, I go, what can I do with this information?
Right, it's out of your control. Right?
Yeah, that's out of my control. I don't give a fuck.
Argue with your aunt about it.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You know, someone was trying to talk to me about Dr. Dre's divorce. And I was like,
Oh God.
so? What the fuck's that got to do with me? I don't even know the guy. I don't know them.
You ain't getting any money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, it fucking drives me crazy.
Oh,
Right, and that's
man.
like a hot topic.
Yeah, they're like, how do you not know this?
How do you not? How dare you?
Yeah, how dare you not know this?
Right.
Motherfucker,
'Cause
because
that's
it
what they're
means
talking
nothing
about
to
on the
me.
news.
It means nothing to me.
That's so funny, man. So many people have like conversations. They just want to have conversations about that shit.
Dude,
Most conversations, like,
the dumbest shit, man. I'm like,
Fucking
get the
boring.
fuck out of here. Like I don't fucking. I'm trying to think of some things I don't like. Just fucking.
oh man.
I mean, everybody. This is
That's
this is
everything.
an
Though.
easy
That's
one.
everything on TV.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I don't like Nickelback. I don't pay attention to them.
Right.
Sorry if you guys are Nickelback fans.
I'm not a Nickelback fan.
Oh, okay. You know,
no.
sorry to the Nickelback fans out there. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't like. So I don't fucking pay
Right.
attention.
Right, but
You
you're
know-
not out there like, hey, did you hear their new album? It sucks.
Yeah. Did you see what Nickelback did right
Yeah.
here? You know, it's just like that's you know, like that fucks up your brain so much when people do that.
Yeah,
You just
wasting
paying
time.
Yeah, you're wasting time. Why are you paying attention to shit you don't like?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you know that? One of my buddies was
Yeah,
like,
right.
I fucking can't stand Michael Rappaport. I can't stand him.
Do you know that guy?
No, I don't know him. Not personally.
I
I've
know he
seen him
lives in
around.
LA.
Yeah, we've
Dude,
seen him
he
each other
is
around.
funny as
Dude, he cracks me
fuck.
up. He
Oh
goes
my
on
god, I
Instagram.
fucking love that guy.
He's crazy.
He's so crazy.
God damn,
I respect him.
fucking love him.
Because he fucking
Yeah,
he does what he
doesn't
does.
hold back.
He doesn't hold back. That's him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was like, "Oh, I don't like what he says." I go, "You follow him."
Yeah. Right. Why do you follow?
Yeah,
him?
I was like, "Why do you follow him?" Oh,
Because that's the internet. Now,
Yeah.
man. It's
God
crazy.
damn, he's funny as
the
fuck.
internet is crazy.
I mean,
I had to
they follow most people just to hate on people. And
just to hate on.
talk
Yeah,
shit
that's
and-
the most like. Yeah, I got rid of like Twitter, Facebook. All I have is Instagram.
Me too.
You know, because I mean, Instagram is a little bit more controllable.
Yeah.
You know, but like, I was like, this, like, Twitter, I just see shit that I go, I don't even follow this.
Right.
I was like, I don't even know why it pops up. It just shit this like pops up that I don't even like
Yeah.
follow. So I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? So I was like, I got to get off of that. And it's just too much of that is just, you know, not good.
Mind-numbing.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't let you like, you know, I mean, you can get like, I don't think it's bad, but it can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like alcohol, like for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It's bad for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, have
So
you
I
seen
don't-
that Social Dilemma documentary?
No, I heard about it. though.
Holy shit, dude. It's
Really good?
It's
On
freaky.
Netflix?
Yeah.
I came across that.
It's
Dude,
fucking
like,
hard.
yeah, everyone's been literally the same reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
From
No,
everyone
it's everything you're talking. I mean, it's what you're talking about. It's just like how the tech industries have just like lost control of trying to make more money, more ad revenue by just keeping
dude, think
people
of-
engaged and feeding him the shit that they like.
Dude, think about anything that fucking happens. COVID, you know, these fucking things capitalize off of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shit with racial injustice capitalize off of that. All these things that like these big things that, you know, that the way they push this information, the fucking politics,
Yeah.
everything. You know what I mean? I like you're 33, right?
Yeah.
How old are you?
32.
32. So I remember growing up, you know, I never knew anyone to fucking argue or care if they were Democrat or Republican.
Right.
Yeah.
That was never like a thing. I don't remember that ever being a thing until more so recently.
Right.
And it's the weirdest shit to me. And it's like, you know, first of all, I think anyone's crazy that just fucking devotes himself to one fucking
side,
side
right?
of
Insane, dude.
something.
Insane.
It's the weirdest shit to me. Because, like,
You're not giving anything else a chance.
exactly. You know
At
what I
all.
mean? And that's the thing that's like, that's why I love, like, Mark Twain has this quote about, like, travel. You know, like going
Yeah.
about staying in a small pocket.
Yeah.
And how, you know, that doesn't fucking help you. Like, if you just stay on this side,
Mm-hmm.
you just stay right here.
Yeah.
You, like, your brain, you're disrespecting your fucking brain.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
that's
that's
more out
exactly
there.
that's what the documentary explains. It
Oh,
explains-
really?
Because that's how they earn more money and that's how they get a better return on the ad money that advertisers spend, because they want people that have specific interests, obviously, and you can narrow that down when you buy ads on
Really?
Facebook and Twitter. So they want to feed these people this exact same content so they can funnel more relevant ads to them, and it keeps them in these in these single lanes of content. Keeps them in like these
Really?
echo chambers, right? So basically the summary, I don't want to ruin it for you, but
No,
basically
I'm one of those people that you could tell me a fucking
Yeah.
movie that I really want to watch.
Yeah.
You could tell me the end and how it happens, and I'll be okay. I don't give two shits to ever spoil me.
yeah. So like the moral of the story is just, you know, the effect of these social media companies focusing so much on their revenue and not being regulated.
So it's all strategic.
It's
like-
like they didn't plan on doing this. They were just doing this to make money. They didn't plan on. The effect has been it's kept people in their own little echo chambers, and it's caused the divide that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Basically, everyone only seeing specific shit. Like,
Yeah.
fuck the liberal, you know,
Oh my gosh,
these
yeah.
fucking libtards. What do they call us,
Yeah,
libtards?
libtards.
Or, you know, on same thing on the opposite spectrum.
Yeah.
Like, if you fucking like guns or you
Yeah.
know,
You're racist.
right,
or- yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, basically these companies have created this with everything was, and there needs to be some sort of regulation on it, and it's fucking freaky, man.
Yeah.
It's
Just
out of
just think
control.
about there was something that happened to Justin Bieber. He was accused of rape, and by some people online. They just posted it, and he ended up like proving that he did not. He's proving his shit. Ended up suing them or whatever. But like, when that goes to Twitter, it's
out of your control.
It's out of your control.
Oh yeah, it's like wildfire.
And then you go, who the fuck's liable for that?
Right.
Like, Twitter, you got to be held accountable for this shit.
Right.
Like they try to ruin this man's life on your platform.
Right, he's probably spending time and money trying to disprove the
trying to
claims now,
you know what he has to do
lawyers and everything.
You don't think about that human. You don't think about like what he has to do just to fucking.
Just because somebody said.
Yeah, just because and that's the fucked up thing, and they don't care. You guys don't work for Twitter, do you?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
Hell no.
Just making sure. I'm sitting here talking shit about your company.
No,
You
fuck.
fucking. No, I mean.
Yeah, it's so easy to fuck somebody up like that.
But at the same time, I think of this. There's a lot of things out here in this world, and I learned this from Henry, so it's not from me. There's a lot of things out there in this world that more so set you up for failure than success. Why do you think success is so hard? Failure's so easy. And you have to make a choice. You know what I mean? It comes down to being on you. That's why they can get away with it. Why do you think these fucking places and all this shit can get away with all this stuff? It's because, at the end of the day, it comes down to the person's choice. Well, they chose to drink all that. They chose to fucking drink and drive all that. We didn't tell them to do it that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like this. So like, it's always good to just like fucking, watch out. Yeah, take care of yourself. It's a
Moderation.
Moderation.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your fucking limit? What's your fucking, that's all. I was like, okay, I don't fuck with Twitter. Fuck Facebook.
Yeah.
Peace out, family.
Yeah, dude. It's just like fucking being addicted to drugs or alcohol.
Yeah.
That fucking scrolling, dude.
Yeah.
It's like another hit of dopamine. Just
100%.
goddamn.
Yeah. Like, think about the fucking.
It's just dangerous.
Oh, it is. Like, like what was that epidemic? The fucking opioid epidemic.
Yeah.
That's how I lost my brother.
Really?
That's how I lost my brother. I've lost quite a few people from that shit.
Fuck.
You
Yeah,
know
we
what I
know
mean?
a lot of people who've been fucked up by that too.
Hit,
Yeah, it hit Florida hard too.
Oh, hit Florida hard too?
Super hard, bro.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
We got some fucking horror stories about people we know.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Damn. Yeah. And it was like the way, people I knew that were just dropping from the shit. It was like, fuck.
It's
What I
crazy.
mean? It was crazy. It's so like, all these things, they set you up for failure, but you got to make a fucking choice. You know what I mean? I'm glad I fucking did.
Yeah, we were talking about I was talking to a guy here yesterday, and we were talking about like the war on drugs and talking about like making there's a country, I forget which country it is, but they made all drugs legal, and their crime went down. Like you can, if you're addicted to heroin, you can go to a clinic and they'll shoot you up with some heroin, and that's a clean needle. Doctor will give you a little dose of heroin, get your fix or whatever. Now you're not living on the street robbing and doing whatever you can do to get your little fix of heroin.
Diseases.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently,
where the hell is that? That's crazy.
Like, damn, I need to go. Give me a ticket.
They never got COVID over there?
Yeah,
Right.
holy fuck.
It never hit them. Yeah, no, fine. COVID, what's that?
That's fucking amazing. That would solve so many problems.
Yeah, it is a very interesting thing, especially with like marijuana. It's like fucking
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
come on. Come on.
Right, if you can drink and smoke cigarettes, you know, weed
Yeah.
should be legal.
Weed should be like
that's
the
legal,
least of,
yeah.
like.
I can't believe these fucking politicians aren't campaigning on that heavier.
Harder,
more,
yeah.
more, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Trump or Biden be like, look, I'm going to
Nobody
legalize
really
weed,
cares.
motherfuckers. They would win.
Oh, they would fucking
yeah.
win.
That's all you have to do, I
They
feel
would
like.
win. They would fucking win.
Yeah,
Literally, just one
All
fix.
the
Like,
other
you know what?
bullshit they have to do.
Fucking.
Yeah.
here's a stimulus check and some weed.
Yeah, exactly.
Who we have on here? I think you know him, David Lucas.
I love David Lucas.
We have on here.
He's
He
a,
was
he's
a
a
weeks
fucking.
He was talking about how he likes Trump because Trump bought his Yeezys.
That's so funny. He would say something like that.
Yeah,
he's a great fucking dude.
He's a
Yeah,
funny,
he was cool.
He's a funny motherfucker. He said he works at the Comedy Store. I guess.
Yeah, he does. He's one of the door guys.
Do you spend a lot of time at the Comedy Store
Well, I mean, yeah, when it was like,
when it was like open and not COVID
Yeah.
wasn't fucking everything up?
Yeah, but I haven't been there like since. They've been doing like little stuff like on the patio, or like
Okay.
like their patio area. They've been doing stuff, but other than that, yeah, I haven't.
Have you performed there?
Yeah. I was up there a lot.
Okay.
I've never even been there.
Oh, you never been there?
I haven't been like, I'm not like big into the comedy scene until like recently. Been getting more into it. Like,
Yeah.
my first comedy show I ever went to was with him. Who did we see? Andrew Dice
Andrew
Clay.
Dice Clay.
Oh shit!
like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
What a person to see.
Oh yeah,
That's
right.
cool as hell.
Yeah.
That was a way to break me into it.
Yeah. No, the Comedy Store is like the fucking mecca,
Right.
the fucking
Right.
of comedy.
That's like the hub, right? That's like
Yeah, man. It's like,
Or you can catch big people there anytime,
there's just
right?
yeah.
That's cool.
Like it was like, because everyone like all those big dogs like they all be out on tour, and when they all used to get back like Monday, Tuesday night at the Comedy Store was one of the most poppin' nights.
They just pop in.
Why is that?
Cause like they all go on the road like Thursday through
Okay.
Sunday, get back Monday, have their little rest. Tuesday nights. I mean, there was stuff going on every night. It was still like good, through the rest of the nights.
Mhm.
But let me tell you, that Tuesday night,
Right.
when everybody was getting back into town, Tuesday, Wednesday nights,
Mm-hmm.
extraordinary, man.
Wow.
Fucking like.
So what do they do on those nights? They come to the
it's just the fucking lineups.
okay.
It's all
When
the big dogs.
you can see fucking, Whitney, Eliza, Bert, fucking Rogan, Diaz,
Wow.
all you like you see this fucking massive lineup, D'Elia, everybody. You see this
In one night.
Ali Wong, fucking Neil Brennan, Annie Letterman, fucking just right
That's
there.
fucking wild.
Right there for you.
That's so cool.
That's so wild, man.
Right there for you. And it's like you're seeing them like back to back. Like you
That's
can't get
crazy.
that anywhere else.
No.
You cannot get there anywhere else. You know what I mean? You're seeing the fucking
Not for anything. Not for
yeah.
music or
No,
anything.
you're seeing the fucking
The
biggest
cream of
people.
the crop
Yeah,
in one
biggest people
shot.
in the comedy game. You know what I mean?
That's so fucking crazy.
Miss Pat, fucking Punky Johnson, just fucking
I bet you got some good ass stories from the Comedy Store.
dude.
huh?
Yeah,
Experiences. That you
yeah,
had
man.
there.
That's how I met Rogan. That's how I became cool with him.
Yeah.
Just based off of genuine conversation.
Really?
Yeah, they have this program at the Comedy Store called the Development Spot Program.
Okay.
And that's how you work your way up to like being a paid regular. And so you like come in and you do these, you like call in once a week and give your availability, and they'll give you a spot that week or whatever. It's like a 5-minute spot, the very top of the show.
Mhm.
And I was on one where Rogan was on the lineup, and I was sitting back there, and usually like, I'm pretty quiet in those like areas, when it's like all those big dogs around. Because they know each other, they're doing their thing,
So
and
they
I'm
put
just
you guys all in like a room beforehand?
It's like backstage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's like
everyone's like,
Yeah, everyone's just like
you
waiting
could
to go
talk,
up, chilling.
You could see like
Yeah,
your fucking idol right over there.
yeah, just sitting right across from you,
That's
like,
wild.
And I was just more quiet, because it's like they all know each other. I'm, just, a young cat in the game.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, what's up, man?" And we just started talking from there, man. We just got deep. We started talking about books, started talking about, I told him I was a cheerleader. He was geeking out over that. He was
Really?
like, "You were a cheerleader?" And I was like, "Yeah." I showed him, some videos, and he was like, "What the?" He was blown away.
That shit's mind blowing.
Yeah,
dude.
he was like blown away, which I was like, I guess I just don't expect people to be blown away by it because it's just like, I was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then, as I'm leaving, I was like, all right, pleasure meeting you. I'll see you around, Joe. And he goes, oh, wait, what's your Instagram, man? I'll follow you. And then I was like, oh shit. Yeah, they started following me, and then
And
I
your
think
Instagram fucking started getting flooded after that.
Oh yeah. And then he hit me up like a couple days later. He goes, hey man, I'm doing a show at the store at 10 p.m. Was wondering if you want to be on it. Do I?
Oh, actually,
I fucking can't. No.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, and then he asked me to be on it. I was like, fuck yeah, and ever since then, he just be real fucking cool with me, man. And
That's
just,
cool.
Help me out wherever he fucking could. He's a great dude. You know what I mean? And and it's so weird, like like the people that don't understand him, and just think that's the funny thing about people, because he gets some hate from people that don't understand. Or really know
in
about
like the
him.
comedy world.
Not so much in the comedy world, just by people. I think there was something with like Spotify where like if you don't censor Joe Rogan, we'll walk out.
So stupid.
And
is that real?
I guess so. I don't know how real. That's what I'm asking. I'm like,
how
how real is that?
I didn't know if that actually.
I was like, are
happened.
they just saying that?
Right.
I don't know, but obviously I'm not.
I
Gonna
know they didn't put any of his Alex Jones shit on Spotify.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bug him about it. Be like, hey man,
I'm sure that's
let
the last
people,
thing he wants to talk
yeah,
about.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's probably already getting a lot, but it's wild when you see people do those kind of things, and that's when it's like, oh, you think you know this person. Have you ever had a conversation with this person? Then how do you know this person?
Right.
Just based off of what you, like, you listen to podcasts, probably most of these people don't even fucking listen to the full podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Clips.
They're just getting the clips, which is like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
It's like those, like when someone drops an article. You know how many people read a full article? Not many fucking people.
Right.
So that's the thing. And it's like, you don't even know this person. This person doesn't even know you. You never had a conversation with this person. Why do you think you know this person? Why do you think you know this person? Why do you think you know what the fuck? Why? Why do you, like, what? So why are you saying these things? You know what I mean? I don't know anything about Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yo, what the fuck is she doing? Why is she such a bitch? I don't know. I don't know who she is. I don't know.
Right.
She doesn't know me.
Right.
What does she owe to me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing, like, that can be wild in this fucking world. Like,
That's
like
what we were talking about earlier with the podcasts. Like, the difference between like produced reality shows on TV versus these podcasts. Like you're saying, like there's like a whole mecca of people in LA. There's like a huge podcast scene. Like a very, I feel like it's very condensed. Like there's like the Theo Von. There's Joey Diaz. I think Joey Diaz moved, didn't he?
Yeah, he moved, but he's doing his own. He's still doing like podcasts.
And then you do a bunch of stuff with Brendan Schaub.
Yeah.
And Brian Callen, all those guys, they all have podcasts, and they're all comedy guys.
Yeah,
and I think that's like a weird little revolution kind of going on.
Yeah, well, because I mean, like, the thing is when you become a comedian, it used to be this model. You became a comedian, you got a TV show. Mm-hmm. It's like you get a Seinfeld, you get a Martin, you get a Steve Harvey show, you get you get these shows.
Bernie Mac show.
Yeah, Bernie Mac show.
Yeah,
that was the thing. That was the thing that took you to the fucking highest level. Mm-hmm. That was the thing, that's getting you to sell out theaters, arenas, but that's not the case anymore. Right. You with the podcast, you're shooting the shit. There's so many options of different types of podcasts that people can listen to. Mm-hmm. People find the ones that they like, you know what I mean? And podcast fans are really diehard fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because yes, we are talking more real than we are. We're not characters right now. We're not being a character right now.
We're not being produced or told what to do.
Yeah, exactly. There's no script. There's nothing to it. We're sitting here. We're chatting.
Right.
So with the, people are diehard fans of Ross, the guy from Friends.
Yeah.
They're not diehard fans of, I don't know, I don't even know his fucking real name. But they look at him and they go, Ross.
Yeah.
Right.
They want to say Ross. They want to call you Ross.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I've never even fucking seen Friends. but I just hear people talk about it all the fucking time. But like, it's like that, where it's like, this is just a genuine conversation, but also like, the downside of that is that people really think they know you and want to talk to you as if like you're their friend too. Like sometimes I'll get messages from people where I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
And they want to talk to me, in the way that we all talk. Like,
right. It's like cold calling somebody on the phone. Like, I don't know, like you just call them, hey man, I totally, like I want to have a
I don't know your energy.
Right.
Like, how do you want me to?
Right.
I can't gauge this. Like, you can't just come in.
Yeah. There's no foundation for this conversation.
Yeah, there's no foundation for the conversation. I was like, how about a hey first?
Right.
That'll be a fucking.
Hi, my name is.
Yeah.
I thought you should do this.
Yeah, exactly. It's
funny.
just shit that just I'm pretty sure you guys probably get it too, where it's just people just reach out to you and they mean well. They don't mean harm. They want to just they're fans of you and they want to say things.
Right.
You know what I mean? They want to talk the way but that's not the case. I don't know you. I know the people that I'm like talking to.
Yeah.
I actually have an understanding because it's like face to face.
What is it about like the comedy scene in LA and like podcasts? Like, what's the connection? Why do so many comedians have podcasts?
Because I mean, like I said, like the thing, like I said, the thing was to get a TV show, but
you don't need that anymore.
You don't need that anymore.
I feel like it's backwards though. I feel like it's the opposite. Like you said it was comedian, then you get a TV show, right? I feel like now it's like they start a podcast and it makes them a bigger, more successful comedian.
100%. Because you're already doing comedy, you got a solid flow.
Yeah.
You get a couple of people, and it's so you're so in control over this.
Mm-hmm.
You guys control this.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are so in control over this.
Right.
You didn't have a manager reach out to me or an agent reach out to me to get me here.
Right.
You just reached out to me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's all you did.
Right.
So it's
and it's easier, like we were talking about earlier. It's so much easier. It's
much easier.
Directly to the customer. There's no fucking commercials in the middle. There's no B-roll. There's no music.
Yeah.
It doesn't take months to produce.
No.
It's just one day done.
One day and done.
Yeah.
Like this is fucking
That's
nothing
why,
out of my day.
That's why I love it so much.
Yeah, it's literally nothing out of my day.
Yeah.
So like that has given comedians better result. It has given comedians better result and better, like some of the big comedians right now have taken off from podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Theo Von, podcast is what really
took
him off to another fucking level.
Yeah.
To where it's like, Theo Von, you graduated from comedy clubs. Now you're at theaters.
Right.
That's
Look
wild.
what Joe's podcast did for him.
Exactly. And the thing was, like, the thing with Joe's situation, that whole Mencia thing had happened.
Yeah.
And we obviously all know what happened. But
how long ago was that?
That might have been like almost 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
something like that.
And that was at the Comedy Store?
Yeah, it was at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
But like, he's said like his agents had dropped him, and he started doing the podcast. It was in his control.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he have now?
Look at it now, man.
Right. The number one whatever in the world. The number one anything in media.
Like I'm a fucking massive geek for punk rock.
Yeah.
And the thing about punk rock, there's this thing, we hold on too strongly is DIY, do it yourself. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
Then that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do it yourself. Like that fucking model you know.
His podcasts still aren't in fucking focus. The cameras still are blurry, bro.
Oh, is it really?
I just watched one of his episodes like from like 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's just like boggles my mind. Like, you don't even need to have good production.
No, anybody could do it.
Anybody can fucking do this.
Yeah.
Anybody can fucking set
label,
this up. You can literally find the cheapest mic.
Yeah.
Cheap, you know, you can find a cheap camera.
Yeah.
And fucking do it.
Do it in your bedroom.
Absolutely.
Do it
bro.
in your bedroom. And fucking, yeah.
Yeah, and you might make it.
And you might make it. You know, but if you stay consistent with it and always stay, you know, on top, like stay interesting, and the way you stay interesting is continuing to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why.
bro.
Why do you think Rogan interviews so many different fucking people?
Yeah.
He's just trying to like learn and you know.
Any kind of sparking curiosity.
Yeah,
I want to get that person in here.
Exactly. I want to get that person in here. I want to talk to this fucking
Yeah.
person. That's all it is. And you know, to censor someone wanting just to talk to people is the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Or I mean, and at the same time, who?
That's what's so cool about another thing that's so cool about the podcast is that you could have every single day, you could have somebody else that you're interested in their narrow little expertise they have in this world. And you can learn all about it in one day instead of like the fucking, if you're producing a TV show or you're working on a TV show, you work on that TV show for fucking years or months or whatever. And you're only focused on one subject or whatever for such a long period of time. You like over your lifetime, you're not going to learn that much. You're going to get stuck in this little grind of like, I used to think like the movie industry, working in the movie industry and working on movie sets and shit is like the construction. It's the same thing as the construction industry.
Really? Oh,
it's the
just
same
like that
thing
heavy duty?
there's all just the different trades. You got the fucking
shit.
electricians, you got the fucking camera department, you
Yeah.
got the sound department, and they all have pull up in their semi trucks, and they're all on their walkie talkies moving around.
There's so much.
And then you bring in the different little things. It's such a big operation, and it takes so much time.
Yeah.
Damn. One movie.
You can't like for one movie. It's this like when I was younger, I worked in construction, and then when I started to work on those big movies, like I noticed it was the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
They're all carnies with dental plans, dude.
That's fucking
But
hilarious.
this is just like so freeing to be able to do this. You can make your own movie and documentary in one day. You don't have to edit it. You don't have to do anything. And it's just like it's fucking amazing.
We literally
dude.
just fucking we're just shooting the shit.
Yeah, man.
Why
It's
not?
super fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So like, you know, and the thing about comedians, we love to talk. You know, so
Write a podcast like perfect.
Yeah.
Put the content
and just
out there.
and just putting that out there, and I'm telling you, man, it's just a better model. Like, I don't know too many comedians. I haven't talked to too many comedians that want a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Like a lot of the people like I talk to and roll with, like, I mean, some of them like they'll do a part in a TV show. They'll do like, you know, a role, you know, which is fine, which is fun. Fucking make that money.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's okay to do that. You know, I don't think it's like wrong to like want to have a TV show. I just know a lot of comedians don't care to do it because, you know, they would rather build a podcast with
Make your own schedule.
100 listeners,
Right.
You know, on the regular, and fucking ride that out.
Yep.
Than to fucking be on some network.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people are watching, but like, I don't know. It's just something. There's podcasts build stronger fans. I mean, you know, depending on like your TV show, maybe I don't know what, you know, but there's a lot of comedians that are on TV shows and aren't strong ticket sellers.
It's soul sucking, dude, to be a part of that bureaucracy of working
and you're
on
like,
a TV
I'm on this
show.
fucking big TV show.
Yeah. I mean, look
I
what
can't even sell
Chappelle
at this
did.
room.
Chappelle went to fucking Africa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, and that was the power. That was like the power of what he did. You know, like a lot of people were like, oh, you know, crazy. No one knows what the fuck that man was going through. So the fact that people, you know, sat there and said the things that they said, and it's like, you don't know. You don't know what the fuck he's going through.
Right.
Let him explain that. Why can't he explain that? Why do you have the answer?
Right. Exactly.
Why can't he explain that?
Right.
You know, he walked away from that much money. You don't know what the fuck he was going through. You don't know what the fuck. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
It's the same thing.
And look at him. He's doing everything he fucking wants to do right now.
Oh, yeah, dude.
By walking away from that shit,
Mm-hmm.
he is doing
He's free.
everything he wants to do right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He never chased money. That's why he's where he's at.
Yeah.
You chase the money, you're gonna end up miserable.
Oh, dude, if you chase that fucking money, you're gonna end up fucking crazy, man.
Right?
I don't even have a car. I live in a fucking room.
That's smart, dude.
I share a restroom with 2 other fucking people. You know, yeah. Why? Like, you don't chase it. It'll fucking. That'll happen. It'll come.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's hard though. It's hard to balance. It's hard to,
I'll turn down gigs.
Trading your dreams for security.
Mm-hmm. There's certain shit that I'll turn down, like that. You know, my reps will send me sometimes. I'll turn it down because I'm like, yeah, the money's there, but I don't want to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Right.
Just because then, I'm not gonna give my best self to this project. Just because there's money in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's not how I fucking operate.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking do that. Just because there's big money in this part. Okay.
Yeah. No,
There's
it's
probably a lot
soul
of people
sucking.
that do it like that.
I'll tell you something crazy. So when my brother passed, he made me the beneficiary for his life insurance, and I got $75,000 for it.
Jeez.
And I hated having that money because I didn't earn that money. And that money, I was like, I mean, I just started helping people with it.
Yeah.
I didn't want it. I didn't like it. Because, I thought this. I'll get $75,000 again, but I won't get my brother back.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not a money chaser.
Mm-hmm.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll come. And I'd rather it come in, a way of that I felt really good about.
Yeah.
That's how I'd want it to come. Not based on some shit like, oh, if you do this, so it's good chunk of change.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Unless I got too many fucking anger problems, I don't want to just go in there and be like,
do something you don't want to do.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because I'll just be upset.
Yeah, you're just gonna sit there, probably start steaming.
Yeah, exactly. Like the money's not worth it like that to me.
Mm-hmm.
To do something that you don't feel comfortable doing.
Right.
I don't want to fucking do that.
I feel like that happens to a lot of big actors on TV shows and in movies and shit. I feel like they end up just getting, once they get to a certain level, they just start doing more and more shit they don't like.
Yeah.
And then some of them have a fucking epiphany like Jim Carrey or Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
And I think Dave Chappelle, didn't he end up doing stand-up routines on soapboxes in the middle of parks? Mm-hmm. In the middle of just public areas, unannounced?
It was in his control.
Right, yeah.
Nobody was telling him to do it.
Nope. That's the fucking thing. That's the beautiful thing, dude. To have your own control of what the fuck you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
And to be able to see yourself in your work too.
Yeah. It's a power move.
Mm-hmm.
And it's authentic.
It's authentic, and you're like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I created that. I respect that fully. I look at that model a lot. Also I look at guys like Donald Glover. Childish Gambino.
Oh, yeah.
Guy does what the fuck he wants.
Right.
Yeah.
Does what the fuck he wants. He didn't even fucking go on social media and still and people love him.
Yeah.
I respect that. I can't wait for the day I can delete that shit.
That's a crazy thing. That's a crazy thing too, huh? Some of the biggest people, the people with I don't know what the word for it is, but people like Jay-Z who don't have an Instagram or a Twitter or anything. You think of them as the fucking creme de la creme of their thing. Or I always like to talk about how when Gucci Mane went to prison for a few years and no one heard from him. Everyone was freaking out about Gucci Mane. Everyone was listening to all of his mixtapes, just waiting for the day he got out. And he almost he ascended to some great level when he was gone.
Yeah. 100%.
Versus when you're on Instagram and you're getting beaten over the head with their content or their fucking Instagram stories every day. There's definitely a weird thing that happens in your psychology when you're not exposed to the same shit from that person all the time.
100%. I think that's the fucking thing. Dave pops up whenever he wants.
Yeah.
When he would drop in at the Comedy Store, it was always Dave Chappelle's here.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Every time.
Is it unannounced? You don't know when it's gonna happen.
Oh, it's unannounced.
Really?
Yep,
That's so cool.
unannounced, and he just fucking rolls up in there. But yeah, that's you know. I hope to get there.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, thinking, yeah, everybody
Hell yeah,
would,
man.
you know, would want something like that. But yeah, I want like all the respect to myself, you know. I just want to be honest with myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if I don't want to do something,
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
that ain't it. Yeah, you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So what's your schedule like as far as the shows that you're doing in Tampa this week? How many more shows do you have?
4.
You got 4 more shows?
Yeah.
You're doing 7.
Yeah.
That's wild.
3 tonight.
3 in one night.
Yeah, and then 1 Sunday. Because I did Thursday. Yeah, I got here Thursday. I did Thursday, 2 last night, so then 3 tonight, and
Okay.
then 1 on Sunday.
What time is your show tonight? I want to come out and check it out.
There's 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and a 10:30.
6
Let me know. Yeah,
8
I'll
p.m.,
throw you guys on.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I would
You guys
love to
wanna
come
roll
check
through?
that out. I went there
Yeah.
for the first time.
Where's the
a
Side
couple weeks
Splitters?
ago.
Side
Side Splitters, yeah. Have you ever been there?
No,
That's cool.
I've been over like in that area, but I've never been inside.
It's far out in Tampa. We went out and we saw David Lucas out there a couple weeks ago. It was
Oh,
cool.
okay, yeah.
It was my first time out there.
Yeah, let me know, y'all. Well, fucking
Yeah, that shit
get
was
you guys
cool.
in and come watch me fucking tell these people what's up.
Well, hell yeah, man.
That's good.
Well,
No,
thanks
I'm
for
not
doing
like
this,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
I
no, thanks
really
for having
appreciate
me.
you traveling down here and
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
This was
Yeah,
fun.
man.
Nothing out of my day. Nothing
Yeah.
out of my day.
How can people follow shit you're doing online?
Fucking just Instagram.
Instagram.
All right?
Instagram. Just Instagram. No Twitter, no
No
nothing else.
Twitter.
Hell yeah.
Shapel Lacey at Shapel Lacey. That's it.
Shapel.
Yep. That's it, man.
Cool, man. Sweet.
All
That was
thank you
good.
guys. Yeah.
Thanks again.
Yeah.